What's up, YouTube? Bonsai2 here, coming at you with my deck profile and locals report for this week. For locals, came in first, 4-0, pretty awesome. Didn't lose a single game all day, 2-0'd everyone. I guess you could say locals doesn't mean anything, but it was nice. Got a couple packs, got 3 packs, pulled 3 hollows, trade up. Gonna be selling some stuff, and all in all, it's a pretty good weekend for me. And here's the deck profile that I won with. It's Chain Summon Gadgets. I kind of wanted to play the deck that I've been doing duels with, but a friend of mine had all my hands, so I'm just like, you know what, I'll play Gadgets. I like Gadgets. So for the profile, we have 6 Gadgets. 9 is terrible. It's just way too cloggy. 6 is easily the best number, I find. You draw too many with 9. Like, I almost want to say 6 is too many, but if you play less than 6, it's too few. So there's your gadgets. Then you have your 3 goldfish and your 3 kage. These are just like your Xyz makers. You get one of these and a gadget. That's an Xyz floater guy. And it does put in a lot of work, these two. It tends to work, and I like it personally a lot. This ratio. Kage is what sets off your chain summon plays. Like, yes, I can dead draw Kage occasionally, but it's not too horrible. I can also just summon him off Goldfish, so that's not even that bad. So there's those monsters, and then one of Redox. I did not actually draw him at all today, so I can't say how good or bad he was, but didn't draw him at all. Spells, 2 chain summoning, 3 is just like, you draw it too often. This is just like your OTK or super combo card. Like, Gadget, a play I did a lot today was I went Gadget, I would blind MST, and they'd be like, why the hell are you blind MST? And I'm like, chain summoning. So I'd go Gadget, Gear Gigant, add Goldfish, Gadget, King of the Feral Imps. So I have 2 23 beaters and a setup for next turn, which is really solid. I really like the chain summons. They do help this deck a lot. 2 Soul Charge. This card put in work. Like, there was one time where I just Soul Charged back 5 gadgets, overlaid 2 of them into something or other, detached from those 2, made an Emerald by summoning my 6th gadget. It just puts in a lot of work. I would maybe cut it to 1, but I like it too. 2 creature swaps. The creature swaps are to fix a fundamental problem I have with gadgets, where if I draw a gadget, it's too small. And this just helps me get rid of my opponent's monsters that are too big. It's also just dumb in the Noble and Bujin matchups. Yeah, I really do like this card. It wins a lot of games. So, now we have Book of Moon, 3 MST, and Devil Lance. Lance is really good in this build because you do want to protect your gadgets and your Xyz monsters. Also, it's a chain link, so you can use this with chain summon too. Those are your 6, like, I'd say defensive spells. And my random cards, Limited Bearings Force to rank up into stuff. 3 was too cloggy. 2 was a great number. And in my deck, rank up Admiration the Thousands. For those of you who don't know what this does, it summons any Xyz monster from your graveyard and instantly ranks it up, which is ridiculous. Like, there was one time where I Diamond Direwolf, the next turn I top deck this, I'm like, oh, well, okay, now I can rank up the Diamond Direwolf. So that's cool. This card, I do really like it. You don't draw it that often, but when you do, it's, like, really good. I like it better than 7th one because you don't have to top deck it. Like, if you get this in your opening hand, it's still good. Yeah, I all around think this is a very strong card. That's my 3 rank ups. For the rest of the cards, Compulse, Boundless, Warning, Torrential, the big 4 traps. These guys put in work. Like, they just say no. Other traps, Black Horns. This card did not put in that much work, mainly because I didn't draw it that much, except for I drew like 7 of them versus Rock Stun. Yeah, that was weird. 2 Breakthrough Skill, Effect Negation. This card is better than Fiendish. 1, it stops Angeli and other tribute effects. 2, it can stop artifacts twice. 3, it actually resolves as opposed to Fiendish, which always gets MST'd. Yeah, and you get 2 uses out of it. So, really better than Fiendish, especially this format. 2 breakthroughs, not breakthroughs, D-prisons. Gets rid of hands, just gets rid of problem cards for you. Better than Mirror Force, because Mirror Force is terrible versus hands. Hands are everywhere. Those are kind of the 6 defensive traps. Then 2 wiretaps. And then my card that I literally threw in last minute, 2 Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. I think ultimately I played 42, I think. Yeah, I think I played 42 in the end. I'm not certain though. I played 42 in the end. I do like 42 because it ensures that you don't, like, dead draw 7 gadgets. Also, this card helps with your dead gadgets and dead Kage Tokages, because you get more use out of them. So I do like this card in this deck. There was, against Rock Stun, I kept bouncing back his Call of the Haunted, because I had 2 of these face down, and he just couldn't draw new cards, and he just couldn't deal with it. So, that's the main deck. It was 42 cards. It worked pretty well for me. I liked it a lot, and yeah. For the extra deck, I played the 1 Gigant. Searches your 10 goldfishes mainly. I guess you can link recycle a gadget if you need to. I never had to. I always drew my gadgets. King of the Paralymps. Searches Kage. Hey, that's about it. Emerald. This card's amazing. Like, so, if you think about it, like, the gadgets are all free. So basically he's a free +1. He's just like, oh, you summon this, detach, draw, and continuously use your gadgets. I'd say he's good in any deck. He's really good in this deck. Like, I don't know, I'd say he's one of the better cards in this deck, definitely. These are kind of 3 cards that I would say are a lot better in gadgets than other decks. Cards that should go in any deck that can make rank 4s, 101, Exciton Cowboy. If your deck can make rank 4s and you're not playing these, I don't know what to tell you. There's something wrong with your deck. Other rank 4s, Maestroke, generic defense. Had to make this a couple times. Diamond Direwolf, this card puts in a lot of work in this deck. Like, if you make a chain summon play, you're usually going to bring this guy out to clear out a back row, just because back row's really dangerous. Black Chip, this guy puts in a lot of work, too. Dweller's OP, one of the best cards in this format. My random little tech, Evagishki Marrowgeist. A lot of people see me bring this out and they're just like, wait, what is that? So, 1, it gets rid of hands. 2, it's just like disruption. Like, I made against Medolces when they had Chatoa, and I'm just like, hey, this guy can return your stuff to the deck, and you won't get it back to hand. Haha. Disruption. Always good. So this guy is just like an excellent disruptor. And then the last rank 4, number 82. Love this card. Best rank 4. Had to make him a couple times just to get that last damage in. He helped. Then the 3 last spots in my extra deck go to my rank ups. C69, 4000 beat stick that says your opponent can't attack or they lose their entire field. So don't attack into this unless you're just like suicidal. C104. Basically, he blows up a back row when he comes out. So he turns your Xyz monsters that have detached 2 into an MST with 3,000 attack points, which I'd say is pretty good. And then the amazing card, C101. This card is dumb. I don't know what else to say about it. It's, like, not fair. If you can bring this card out, like, not a lot your opponent can do. Like, I made this guy versus Hyretic Rulers, and he just couldn't do anything versus it. Like, sure, like, you can run into it, okay, give me life points. I think ultimately he big-eyed it, and I'm just like, okay, fine, D-Prison. Next turn, want to do something to the big eye, like Dem Dired or something. Actually, I think a creature swapped the big eye. But these 3 are, like, I think they're the best rank-ups right now. And the best part is Barion's Force and Admiration of the Thousand, so you can go into any of them with any of them. So I'd say these guys are, like, the ones you should be going into the most. And they're all I felt I really needed. So now we're going to move into the side deck. 2 Maxis, I think I brought in for Hyretics. That was about it. I don't know. There were a couple matchups where I just didn't feel the need to side, but, or I agreed with my opponent that we just wouldn't side. Veilers, this card's good. It helps going second against a lot of decks just to stop their plays so I can get my back row set up. I do really like these 4. In some decks I've started main decking this, and just signed the Veilers. But they're good, and the last hand trap is DD Crow. This card's good. Like, your opponent does something where they need their graveyard. No, that doesn't happen. I do feel like this is kind of a monster-heavy side, but at the same time, I do like these 5. They put in a lot of work for me. For spells, Dark Hole, good against random rogue decks, established boards in general, Twisters, mainly for Decree, and decks that can play Skill Drain, because Skill Drain is a very scary card in this matchup. Oh my god, especially since I realized just now that I don't play Crazy Box. That comes an even scarier card. But Twister is a very strong card in a lot of cases. Better than just Tornado, because the main thing you want to hit with is Decree, because Decree is scary. Traps, Light Imprisonings. It's good for a lot of stuff. Mind Crushes, knock stuff out of the hand. Trap Stun, good versus trap heavy decks. And the one Malcat just kind of randomly. I don't know why I decided to side this, to be quite honest. I think I brought him like once. Yeah, it was weird. But that's my side deck. So that was my Chain Summon Gadget deck. Seemed to work well for me. You guys can net deck it, I guess, if you want. Anyways, have a nice day, guys. Peace out. Fallen Psycho A2, sign out.